Hello and welcome to one and all. In today's class, we will check out the 2 marks questions VSAQs of Unit 7 Tertiary Sector. Okay, you are getting 3 2 marks from this unit. Okay, so the first question is Tertiary Sector. This question has been asked in March 2022, 2018, 2017, and 2016. So the answer is Tertiary sector is the third major sector in the economy, providing all vital services for the functioning of the economy. So it is the third major sector because the first sector is the primary sector, second one is the secondary sector, and the third one is the tertiary sector or the service sector, which is providing all the basic services necessary for the functioning of the other two sectors. So the tertiary sector includes trade, hotels, transport and communications, financial services, real estate, public administration, etc. The second question, infrastructure. So this question was asked in March 2018 as economic infrastructure. So infrastructure, basically it can be classified into two types, economic infrastructure and social infrastructure. Let us check out the answer. The facilities which help direct production activities are called infrastructure. Example, transport, electricity, water, communications, etc. are called economic infrastructure, while education and health facilities, they are called as the social infrastructure. Okay. Third question, water transport. This question was asked in the recent board exam, March 2022. Water transport connects canals, lakes, rivers and backwaters within the country, and shipping connects major ports of the country and the world. See, water transport is of two types. One is the inland water transport, that is the canals, lakes, rivers and backwaters within the country, and another one is the international transport. So international water transport is again divided into two types. One is the marine transport and another one is the coastal transport, coastal water transport. So the marine shipping or marine transport is the transport of goods or cargo across the countries of the world, and coastal shipping is the all the transport that is happening along the coastline. So whatever the countries, whatever the regions that are connecting along the coastline, that is the coastal shipping. And one of the main advantages of the water transport is it is the cheapest mode of transport for carrying bulky articles and also the least polluting mode of transport. And India has a coastal line of 7,156 kilometers with 12 major ports and 187 minor seaports. Okay. Next, fourth question, source of energy. Answer, energy is available in many forms which is used either in production, distribution or consumption processes. The various sources of energy can be divided into, first one, renewable energy sources, that is solar, wind, tidal, hydroelectricity, etc., and non-renewable energy sources, coal, crude oil, etc. And then again it can be divided into conventional and non-conventional energy sources. So conventional energy sources, firewood, straw, dried dung, thermal energy, etc., including coal, crude oil, natural gas, and non-conventional energy sources, solar, wind, tidal, geothermal energy, etc. Okay. The fifth question, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are formed by the remains of animals and plants. Fossil fuel is divided into three categories. First one coal, second one crude oil, and third one natural gas. Then the sixth question, what is BharatNet? So BharatNet is one of the biggest rural telecom projects in the world. This program is implemented by the government in phased manner for achieving the goal of developing broadband highways as part of the Digital India campaign by providing broadband connectivity to all 2.5 lakh gram panchayat, that is GPs in the country. See, India has a vision of providing broadband connectivity to have the digital India. So the digital connectivity should be provided throughout the country, especially in the rural areas. So the government has provided this broadband connectivity to all the telecom providers, especially in the rural areas. Okay, so the project envisages an optimal mix of optical fiber, radio and satellite media. Seventh question, commercial banks. Answer, commercial banks mobilize savings by accepting deposits from the public and lend them as short-term investments. So this is the main function of the commercial banks, accepting deposits and lending them for as loan for investment purpose and also of course for personal purpose also. And actually, the commercial banks during the British rule, it was established as a private bank. The name was Imperial Bank of India, and afterwards the government nationalized the commercial banks. So even though all commercial banks were established as private banks before independence, 20 private banks with large deposits were nationalized in two phases by the government of India in 1969 and 1980. So 14 private banks were nationalized in 1969 and the remaining 6 private banks were nationalized in 1980. Nationalized means taking over by the government from the private sector. The eighth question, IRDA. The full form of IRDA is Insurance Regulatory Authority of India. IRDA was constituted as an autonomous body after IRDA Act was passed in 1999. See, for every sector, there should be a regulating authority. For example, that for the telecom sector, we are having the TRI, the Telephone Regulatory Authority of India, that monitors the functioning of the telecom sector. So in the same way, in the insurance sector, the IRDA is responsible for the proper functioning of the insurance sector. So that's why IRDA was constituted in after the act was passed in 1999, IRDA was constituted in 2000. IRDA was given statutory status in 2000 and has the duty to regulate, promote and ensure orderly growth of insurance and reinsurance businesses. Okay, then the last question, GIC, which was asked in March 2022 board paper. The full form of GIC, General Insurance Corporation of India, GIC, was formed in 1972 with 4 subsidiaries. General insurance covers fire, floods, marine, theft, etc. From 2003, GIC was converted as reinsurer and as a sole Indian reinsurer, GIC is aiding the general insurance sector. The General Insurance Corporation covers all the other type of insurance apart from life insurance. Life insurance is provided by the Life Insurance Corporation of India. So in order to cover the other type of risk, GIC was formed with 4 subsidiaries: United India Insurance, New India Assurance, Oriental Insurance. Like that, 4 subsidiaries were formed along with the GIC in 1972. And in 2003, an amendment was passed in the act, and then GIC was made as a reinsurer, and all the other four subsidiaries were having their their own independent identity covering all these types of insurances. And GIC has been converted as a reinsurer, and we are having the only reinsurance company in the country is the GIC. That's why as a sole Indian reinsurer, GIC is aiding the general insurance sector. Okay, so these are all the 2 marks answers from 7th unit tertiary sector. And as I mentioned, you are getting 3 2 marks from out of this 7 questions in the board exam as per the March 2023 blueprint. Okay, so if you find this video useful, please like, share and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until my next class, take care. Bye bye.